Hey everyone! Join us on our next adventure at the National Seashore Assateague Island in the Maryland district. We are making a quick stop at the visitor center, and this is also our first time here. So yeah, come along with us. So inside of the visitor center, it's like a little museum. You get to learn about the history of Assateague Island. You can grab a map. There is also bathrooms and a little store. And they also have classes for children so they can learn about wildlife. If you want more information on those classes that they do teach, go on their website because they do offer a variety of different classes, and I believe most of them are free, and it varies by ages for the children. Also, if your child is in 4th grade, you do get to go into the island for free. You don't have to pay the fee. If you are military, you also are able to get in for free. So just make sure you look up on their website so you can be aware of the fees before you get there. Assateague Island is famous for their wild horses that are living on the island. There was also a hurricane that happened in 1933, and the hurricane created the Ocean City Inlet, which is going to forever separate Assateague Island from the mainland. So we live a couple of hours away from Assateague Island, so we ended up getting here a little bit later than we thought. So we decided to spend most of our day at the beach area. But there is so much more to do. There is hiking. You can also camp here. There's an area for fishing. So if you are interested in any of those things, just know that there's way more than that. And also just enjoying the view of the horses was honestly the best part. So I had previously looked on YouTube to see other people's experiences on the island, and a lot of people had so many good things to say about the island. There was a lot of videos with horses on the actual beach and horses that just got really close to people, and I was so excited for that. But then I also had seen somebody had put a video and said that there was no horses when they went. So I was so excited when I started seeing so many horses when we had just crossed the bridge onto the island. So these are wild horses, so you are supposed to keep a distance from them. So you're not supposed to touch the horses, you're not supposed to go very close to the horses, but you are very welcome to get out of your car and look at them, take a picture of them. And sometimes when you're on the beach, they'll come close to you on their own, but just make sure you're always keeping a safe distance between you and the horses. So we went on a weekday, and this is what the parking lot looks like. It's pretty empty, and that was pretty neat because there was places to park and parking was free as well. There was also bathrooms near the parking lot. There was a little bit of a breeze, so we didn't know we wanted to get fully wet in the beach because of the breeze, but the water was actually pretty warm and the sun was beaming down, and it was just perfect weather for me. So most of the time that we were there, like I said, we were gonna spend it at the beach, so we did a lot of playing in the sand, and we collected a lot of seashells, which was another thing that I was not expecting at all, but there was so many seashells. There was also a lot of pieces of horseshoe crabs exoskeletons, so that was pretty neat because my husband really wanted to see a horseshoe crab, and this beach is actually known for having a lot of horseshoe crabs, so if you ever wanted to see one of those, this is the place to go. And as soon as we got there, well, the whole experience was just so peaceful. Everything was so beautiful. The beach was super clean. And I am very thankful to have the experience to be able to visit some of the beaches on the East Coast and the West Coast. But Assateague Island's beach was so beautiful that it probably will have to be one of my favorite beaches. Actually, my most favorite beach that I've ever gotten to visit. So if you do have the chance to visit Assateague Island, I do recommend it 100%. You will love the experience there. Even if you only spend 1 hour there, you are going to fall in love with the island. And then here, my daughters found a sand flea, so they were just looking at it and enjoying it inside of their little bucket before we put it back in the ocean. So a lot of people also said that they got to experience seeing dolphins and whales here. I don't think we got to see any that day, but we did get a little glimpse of these beautiful pelicans that were flying in the sky. So I know it looks like we have the beach all to ourselves, and honestly, it did feel that way for a little bit, but there was other people there. There was also people walking by, just enjoying the seashore. So yeah, if you do like it when there's not a lot of people, just make sure to go visit on a weekday versus the weekend. So when we finally left the beach, the sun was starting to set. So I was hoping we would get more glimpses of the horses as we drove off. And thankfully we did. We got to see a couple more horses on our way out of the island. So this horse right here has to be my favorite one that I got to see that day. And we stopped. We were inside the car, so we stopped to look at him. And he even did a little pose for me. So I'll include the picture that I took of him right up here so you can enjoy it too. The sunset was so beautiful, unbelievable. And it just looked so much better in person. Even though it looks beautiful in the video, it just does not do it justice. It was amazing. So as we are leaving the island, we still get to see a couple more horses. So it was just such a beautiful experience to be able to see these wild horses and enjoy the island, even if it was just for a couple of hours. It was such an amazing experience for us, and hopefully we get to go back. Thank you guys so much for following me on my YouTube journey. I really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed this video of Assateague Island. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see ya on the next video.